Hello, hello, Chalkin History. It's Shelly, your host, with today's fun demo. Say hello as you hop on. If you see that red live box at the top left corner of your screen, you're live with me. Otherwise, you are catching the replay. You can rewind, fast forward, pause. Whatever you do, say hello. Click that arrow and click on that heart. Make sure we are all ready to roll here. All right, come on in and kind of join along and watch me play with this fun pattern. This is the Star of the Show pattern. It's an F-size transfer, and I thought that it would fit our 9-inch chubby perfectly. And then also you get this nice little frame around that. That would be almost cute to cut out a little frame. I thought maybe I did that. I'm trying to think if I have it. I'll have to look and maybe add it afterwards, but that would be very fun to do. We could create one ourselves by masking it off and then just coloring the edges of the board. Let's see. Because I'm going to say that's about the same width as that. Not so much on this side and not so much on this side, but we could create our own little border, and I think that would be fun. So maybe we'll start off doing that. All right. Who needs wood cut out, right? Although I do enjoy a nice wood cutout. All right, let's try to get this guy open. Today's colors will be Candy Apple and Shimmer Moonlight. You guys, if you have any of the Shimmer Moonlight left, I thought that would be fun. And I know watermelons are not red and blue, but mine will be. Because we like doing things non-traditionally. So that's what we're doing. We're gonna do it non-traditionally. We're not gonna follow the norm. All right, let's see. Feels very smooth. Okay. I don't think I'm going to do any kind of fuzzing, or not fuzzing, but any waxing or anything like that. I feel like I'm kind of crooked here. There we go. Just feel like my block does not look like a block. Okay, that should be better. All right, let's start by, I am going to just do this. I'm going to do a little piece of tape, transfer tape. Okay, and we're gonna try to line it up along the side there. Then we're gonna take a longer one and we're gonna put it right next to it. Okay, and then we'll kind of just tape that off. Okay, let's do this side. On that edge. Let that tape be your guide to give you a nice straight line. Let's do this edge. I think we're gonna, I don't know that it's gonna be a solid pattern around. I think we'll leave like the little corners, or we'll paint those a different color or something. We'll do something. We'll do something. Or what'll happen is, let's see, that won't be colored and that won't be colored, but this will be. We're gonna make our own little pattern. We're doing it. We are doing it. Oops, that is not straight. All right, good enough. Good enough. Okay. And then tear that off there. Okay, so we don't need this piece anymore. All right, so what we're gonna do is paint. We're gonna paint all around. I think we'll do blue here in the corners. We'll do red here since I feel like the design's not gonna have a whole lot of red on it. Because right in here is a design with stars. And so wherever you see a star, that's gonna be white. So that's why I'm gonna do the inside of the watermelon blue so it looks like white stars. At least that makes sense to me. All right, so let's go ahead. I'm gonna mix this up a little bit. I'm just kind of moving it around in the packet. And I thought, why not use this parchment paper as my little palette? So let's see if we can squeeze anything out. Oop. Oh, there it is. Okay, we're gonna have to wash our hands. I do not want to get this all over. So let me get that wiped up before I get really messy. My goodness. And it's a dark color, right? So that little bit, look at the mess it made. Goodness gracious. Okay. I'm gonna snip a corner off here and we'll try to get the rest of it out. Put that in the garbage. Okay, I'm gonna take my squeegee here and hopefully not make too much of a mess. Okay. All right, I feel like I just need to put that one away. All right, let's grab one of these little spongy doodads things here. And I'm just gonna put it in right in my paste there. And we're just gonna paint these edges here. Just kind of smoothly. And you'll notice I'm like starting on the tape and working my way away from the tape. Not really doing a whole lot of pressure. It's so sparkly. And I'll probably dry this before we get on with the red because knowing me, I'll stick an elbow in it or something. So we're just kind of painting those corners. All right, let's get that dry before we go on. It is a shimmer, so they do take a little bit longer to dry. And then we're going to do our candy apple there. guess we could take the tape up to the seam to try to make it all the way around red. Trying to think how this is going to look, because then if I don't, there's going to be a white, right? We can always tape off at the end and fill stuff in if we feel the need. That one's so sweat. Let's get these guys up here. Just love how much it sparkles. It doesn't exist on the website. So you could probably I have like a list of products. There's a link in the video website called Star of the Show, Chubby. It'll take you to, like if you click on it, it'll say, do you want to proceed? You say yes. It'll take you to my website and it will show you all the products we're using. And then you can add them one by one. You could do cadets, and then I put in shimmer shadow. That should get you really close to the shimmer moonlight. I'm just going to add a little bit more to this corner here. Maybe that top one too. Okay, let's try these again real quick here. So you see what I'm saying? If we do red here and here and here, we're going to have a white spot here, 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 there, and there. And our designs aren't going to go all the way up, right? So it may look a little funny, like I said, at the end. Either we pull these in and paint, and then pull these up and paint, which we could do. So let's just start and see where we get here. I need my paste here. Need it like a little icing packet. And then I'm going to be really careful opening this. Okay, I'm going to put it on my parchment paper down here. And I'm just going to empty this one entirely here. There's not much left in here. We're probably going to use it. I'm actually going to squirt my foam brush a little bit. Get it moist. Grab some paste. And then we're going to just brush away from that tape. If you wanted this shimmery, you could do, shimmer crimson maybe? Or you could add some shimmer frost. It might lighten it up a little bit, but it would get you a shimmery result. So maybe I should have lifted that. See, we're just gonna have to be very careful. I think I'm gonna tape this off after the fact. And I did get it under there a little bit. Did this get under? This did not, but it doesn't matter because we're gonna paint that anyway. So we'll tape off the blues, I think. I think that's what we'll do. We're gonna tape off the blue and fill in the white spots. I'm just gonna continue to pick up some red here. Okay. Just gonna do a quick little spritz there, little spritz. I mean, I just feel like this needs to be patriotic themed. It came out with the patriotic release. So that's what I feel like needs to happen. I feel like it needs to happen. All right. Just make sure I got it all covered here. Oops. Okay. All right, let's get this dry. Go around. Like I said, at the end, we'll tape off the blue so that we can finish our pattern. And we can make it blue or we can make it red. I'm not sure what I want to do yet. Actually, we can make it more blue. We'll see. You could even chalk the transfer and then see what it looks like. See if we're missing it or not. Okay. All right. Time to reveal. Okay, there's one. Put that in the... There's two. 3. And last but not least. All right. I like it. It's kind of fun. Kind of fun. All right. So I want to wax. So I'm going to use this wax. Right, we're not gonna use the whole bunch. We're just gonna put a nice light layer, and I'm not going to, and I need to pull this up because my table is so flimsy. I'm not gonna try to hit that red because that red, ooh, if I hit that with my wax, it is gonna spread. So we're just gonna put this on just up to that point. And again, I'm gonna try to hold this in my hand. Trying to really get it in that wood grain. Because funny things happen with wood grain, right? If you get that wax and a nice deep rut, it's gonna travel. Okay, that is nice and waxed. All right. How is everybody tonight? Oh my gosh, it's dinner time, you guys. No wonder my belly is hungry. All right, let's get our transfer out. Kind of looks like a British flag, doesn't it? I don't know, the colors just remind me of that. It's just red, white, and blue. All right, star of the show. Let's go ahead and write that. Star of the show pattern. Okay. Don't mind that. I usually just kind of put my finger across that edge. I don't use a fingernail, okay? I just drag a finger. The skin usually picks it up. All right, let's see if we are in the boundaries here. Or if we're a little over. Because I want to, okay, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm going to lightly wax that red so when my transfer hits it, it's not going to stick as much. So I'm just going to kind of coat it with a little wax here. And I'm trying very carefully not to go onto the white. How much that comes off. I don't want to spread that all over your board. Okay. Woof woof. Woofity woof, he says. Okay. I think I'm gonna spin it like that. Okay. All right, now let's put it down. This is just about the size of the chubby, so we're gonna see. Oh, we don't have to go over that far then, do we? We can go edge to edge, I believe. Just gotta make sure we get it straight. I'm a little high. Okay, guys, patience, patience. Okay, keep it on the edges. Keep it on the edges. I think we're good there. All right. So if anything, what I'll do is I could retape the transfer so that we don't go on that red or the blue. My gosh, how fun is this gonna be? All right, let's retape. Going through a lot of transfer tape here. Trying to find the end here. Where is it? All right. Let's tape it here. Okay. I'm going to tape it off this way. Okay. Just going to keep going around. I cannot wait to see how this turns out. Okay. Last but not least. All right. Yay. All right, so all the rinds are going to be red, and then all of the inside of the watermelon pieces are going to be blue. So I think I'm going to start with the rinds first. I'm going to take another one of these guys here. And let's just see. Let's see if this works here. I was going to do this on the, if you guys have the schoolhouse frames, I also feel like that would be a fun surface to do on it if you wanted to give it a nice distressed feel to it, Americana type feel to it. I think that would be a great surface to do this one on. Okay. I'm also going to probably have to do a paste and peel technique. Because I don't want this to, and I'm going to assume that's just, I don't want it to start drying in my silk screen here. Hold on, bud. Okay. All right. Let's take this excess off here. All right, let's get this lifted. Pull up that tape. One more corner we gotta get here. And then let's just lift that. Gently. All right, there we go. And then let's get that dry real quick. Okay, then we can put that back down. And then make sure you press that down. And anywhere else that might have lifted. All right, now we could do the Midnight Shimmer Moonlight. So let's get a squeegee for that. Fill that in. And then get that excess off. Go away from that tape if you can. This one might be a little trickier. Just kind of dabbing that on, and then I'll take that excess off there. Okay, let's pick up a little more here. All right, I think we should see what this looks like. So let's lift this slowly. How cute. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, you guys, it's so cute. I love it. So fun, and now this is just how we're going to proceed throughout the entire transfer. Okay, so let's lay that down and lay that down. Okay, let's proceed. So let's see, I'm thinking I'm gonna try one of these squeegees for that. The little foamy things, they kind of work. But let's do the inside first. I'm gonna grab, this one is just pure blue, so that's easy enough. Okay, and then let's do this one. I feel like maybe we should do this first. Maybe the blue is easier to do first. Okay. I think it's definitely beneficial to do this on a white surface versus a black surface, because otherwise your heart or your stars would be black or dark if you have like a dark wood or something that you're doing it on. So I feel like a white surface is best if you want your stars to be white. Okay, let's just offload that there. Get that excess off here. Keep going, let's keep going. Say hi for me if you're hopping on. I feel like we need some kind of a rounded tool. I don't know, I just feel like that would be beneficial. Trying not to go towards the tape. Okay, should we lift? I think we should lift. Let's do a quick lift. Here we go. This is one of those projects, you guys. It's gonna take a little time if you're doing it like this. Still gotta go back and do the rind color, which is red, candy apple. So let's push that back down. Let's do that guy. Careful you don't get your finger in there. Don't want a blue rind. We want a red one. And then make sure you press down everywhere else. That may have lifted. All right, let's grab our candy apple here. Let's see if this helps. Get a nice solid rind. Oops, may have gone a little over. So far, so good. I think I got it in the blue. Let's pick up some fresh red here. Teeny little areas. Okay, and then let's get this one. All right, let's go ahead and just jump ahead and then we'll peel. Don't be afraid, turn your project if it's easier that way. Okay, I think I'm gonna pull it. Let's pull it. Here we go. Let's go along. All right. Put it back. Remember, we need to press this part down. Now this part, right, lots of silk screen there. Lots of silk screen. So there's not really a whole lot keeping it down. So make sure you go around the borders. Okay. Let's get this done. There's that one. Let's smear that all down. I really love this midnight moonlight, or the shimmer moonlight. Such a pretty color. I have to open another one here. Let's see if we can get this section done. There we go. All right. Okay, let's pull, and then we're gonna open up more shimmer moonlight here. Let's get this all dry. Oh my gosh, are you guys loving this pattern? I love it. Not too many more to do here. So maybe we could try to do this in one last attempt without pooling. So let's go ahead and knead a new packet of the shimmer moonlight. I'm going to kind of push it away from the seam here. The corner. And I'm going to put a nice good sized dollop there. Nice and fresh. Squeegee's just getting messy. Now, you know, I know the shimmers stay wet longer, so start with your shimmers, and then you can go back and do the colors without shimmers. I think we got it. This one, come away from the tape. It gets kind of clumpy because of the shimmer. That's going to be just a little line of shimmer there. There we go. Same with this, very little here. We'll get that guy done. Oh my gosh, just a tiny bit here. Same thing here. Okay, we're getting close, guys. We're getting close. After we get all this done, we'll pull it, and then we'll finish up the candy apple. Pick up a little more here. Here we go. Okay, let's get this full one. I really feel like, I keep saying it, we need a rounded tool. Okay, last one. We're getting there. I don't know why, but some felt easier than others. It's gonna go along with the tape here. All right, let's peel that off. And then all we have to do is the red. Down and get those red lines done. All right, almost to the end here. Getting close here. Got some more. All right, just a couple more and we should be all done. Last one. All right, I think it's time to peel the entire transfer off. Oh my gosh, I love it. I am a mess though. Let me clean up here a little bit. So I'm still gonna have to figure out what I want to do there. I don't know if I want to keep that white or if I want to fill that in. I don't know. What do you guys think? because this corner fills it in nicely. And maybe that one, but these two are kind of missing something. Should we do more blue or more red? Or leave it white? I'm not sure what I want to do. I don't know. I think I'm gonna have to sit on this one. This one I'm gonna have to let go. Let's see if I can get some of this red off here. That's gonna stay pretty pink. Worst case, I'll take a chalk marker and go over that with white. Let's see if I have one here. Let's see what I have. Not that one. I think I have white. And that's fabric. I thought I had white. Well, we're gonna have to think about that one. Other than that, I think it's really cute. I think it turned out pretty cute, if I do say so myself. All right, that is it for me tonight. I hope you guys have a great rest of your night, and I will see